CCI, Crash Course Instrumentation, presents EP number 76, Elementary Circuit Design number 2, Schematic, Terminal Blocks. An episode focus. Turn a simple schematic into clean labeled terminal block wiring. Open, hook, promise. From a drawing to real wires can feel like a magic trick, but it is actually a repeatable checklist. By the end, you will be able to look at a simple schematic and build it on terminal blocks without guessing. Special thanks to Tony Copalt and the open source community for the Model materials that inspire this series. Section 1. What the drawing is really telling you. A schematic is a map of connections, not a picture of where parts physically sit. A wiring diagram shows physical locations and wire routes, which is why we choose terminal blocks to make clean landings. A terminal block is a rugged, insulated connector that clamps a wire on each side so you can join circuits, label points, and troubleshoot later. Section 2. The 5-step build method. Step 1. Print the schematic and circle every point where a wire leaves or enters the panel. Then give each one a simple name like TB1 to 1 for terminal block 1, position 1. Step 2. Choose a row of terminal blocks on a DIN rail and number them left to right so labels match the drawing. Step 3. Place the source terminals first, such as positive and reference ground, then place load or sensor terminals after that so left to right flow makes sense. Step 4. Make a short connection list that reads like a sentence, for example, TB111 to motor positive, TB1 to 2 to lamp positive, TB1 to 3 to reference ground. Step 5. Wire one connection at a time, route neatly, tug test each clamp, and label both ends so future you can read it fast. Section 3. Ground and reference done safely. Safety ground is the green or green-yellow wire that bonds metal parts to the panel, so a fault goes to earth instead of through you. Reference ground is the point you call 0 volts for measurements, which might be the negative of a low-voltage supply. A good habit is a single star point where reference grounds tie together, while the safety ground bonds directly to the chassis first. Paint is an insulator, so scrape or use proper ground lugs and serrated washers to make real metal-to-metal contact. Section 4. Pro tips that save hours later. Use ferrules or ring terminals sized for the wire so strands do not splay and loosen. Use color consistently, such as red for positive, blue for control returns, and green-yellow for safety ground, and document your color key. Leave a small service loop so you can re-land a wire without replacing it. Keep high-noise conductors, like motor leads, away from sensitive sensor pairs, and cross at right angles when they must cross. Section 5. Power-up checklist. No drama. Do a continuity check with power off to confirm that adjacent terminals that should be separate are truly separate. Do a continuity check from the chassis to the safety ground terminal and expect a solid beep. Do a check that there is no continuity from the chassis to the reference ground if your design keeps them separate. Apply power and read voltage from reference ground to each hot terminal and say out loud what you expect before you probe. Section 6. A quick historical note. The DIN rail that we use for terminal blocks comes from a German standards body that pushed for common sizes so parts from different makers would fit the same metal rail. That simple idea of a shared rail is why modern panels are faster to build and easier to service. Section 7. Common mistakes and easy fixes. Landing 2 wires under one clamp when the block is only rated for 1, which leads to loose connections and heat. Numbering the blocks opposite of your drawing, which flips left and right and confuses every future measurement. Relying on a painted panel for a ground path, which breaks the bond when the paint chips. Mixing safety ground and reference ground everywhere instead of at one star point, which creates hum and nuisance readings. Section 8. A schematic tells you what connects. Terminal blocks help you where and how to land it. A 5-step method and a clear ground plan turn guessing into a clean labeled build. A quiet final check before power saves time, fuses, and nerves. Outro, CTA. If this helped, tap like, subscribe, and share with a classmate or coworker who is wiring their first panel. Thank you again to Tony Coupalt and the open source community for freely sharing the core ideas we teach.